Hi, this is Orla O'Brien, and I am putting together a video to share some ideas about how to manage your graphic recording files a lot easier after doing a job. So, let's say you've done a digital scribing session and you've got a ton of files after a few days of work, and you need to send them to the client, and then the client starts asking for a social media campaign, different formats, different aspect ratios. It'd be handy if you could send them all together in a PDF maybe, but it just feels like a pain, and you need to resize them individually, but then say there's a change, and you have to do it all over again. So I just doing this video to help my own network draw some, and also just to try out this new thing called which is kind of cool. I'm doing this recording this live, and you can do it over Zoom. But okay, I'll say a little about me at the end. My name is Orla O'Brien. Let's get cracking. So there's kind of three pieces of software that I'll use for this video. I'll show you a tip in Photoshop for saving down a folder of images. I'll show you how to create a campaign, a social media campaign in Illustrator, and I'll show you a way of quickly making a PDF of all your different files together without much hassle. Okay, so let's just say, for example, you've got a client and you've got like 20 or 30 separate scribings, and they're all high res just in case, but you want to save them down to send as an email. Let's just say, for example. Okay, so we'll go into Photoshop, and I'm going to share my screen now. How about this? I'll just go a little, and I'll go into my screen sharing, and let's make that full. I'm gonna go a little bit like transparent. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so up here on the top left hand corner, you can see my folder of images. Let's just pretend there's like a lot more of them. And here, let's open Photoshop. Okay, yeah, here we are. So I've opened up my exported file in Photoshop. Okay, so you might have created an action before, which would you can save down to a smaller size, and that's fine. I used to do that for years. You can also automate a batch, also cool, but I have to say, for some reason, it's a bit of a faff with the actions. It can be a bit confusing because you've saved the location of your folder. So the next time you use the action, you have to change back the location of the folder to a new place. I've gotten confused in the past. So I found that this one, File Scripts Image Processor, is very handy. And so I'll just drag that window over here. So this is the image processor, and it's all here, and it's really just a bit more straightforward. So I'm going to select the folder, and here's my graphic recording master images, and I'm going to open that. Okay, and then I'm going to select a folder for all my new images to go into. So I'm just going to, low res images, so they'll go in there. Okay, so you can see it here on the left. And now I'm just going to, there's a file type, few different options. I'm going to resize it to 800 pixels wide there. And the quality obviously goes from 1 to 12. 8 or 9 is fine. Cool. Now, I don't think you need to worry too much about the height, because it either goes one or the other. It doesn't stretch it if you have this, out of sync. Not that I'm aware of. Okay, so you can also add an action, which is handy, because you can just save the action with no folder or file locations attached, and you can brighten them all up in one go. But I'm not going to do that right now. So let's just press run and watch this go. So I'm running it, and I'm off making a phone call, having a cup of tea, doing my thing, living my best life, It's all good. No hands. Blah blah. Okay, so these were actually 10,000 pixels wide for some crazy reason. And also, as you know, your computer tends to go a lot slower when you're doing video calls. So I'm running this video software called which works live over Zoom. So that's cool, but I'm just doing a screen recording right now. And I'm noticing this is ticking along nicely. We're nearly there. So that's all done. If you look at our folder there on the left, the JPEG folder, I'm just going to show us here the file sizes. So yeah, they were all kind of randomly massive. Some of them were 4 megs, and now they're all like under 200 kilobits. So that's cool. So you could just pop them into an email now, all 37 of them. Cool. Okay, so the next thing I'll show you is social media campaign. You've got that file and you want to send it in lots of different directions, but as we all know, there's different shapes and sizes. So the great thing about Adobe Illustrator is that it has artboards. So let's just bring up the file here. That was my Photoshop. Let's switch over to Illustrator. Okay, so this is an Illustrator file here. And these are artboards that I've set up from an earlier job where I created different size files. That's an Instagram story format, Facebook profile pic, the Facebook cover, WordPress banner, 6x400. I think I had a couple of business cards even in there. Artboards are amazing because you can have lots of different working files, but they're all, say, might have similar a color palette that you can change globally. You can have symbols that can change globally. It's all really handy. So we'll use it to keep the variations of this one image all together. Okay, so how do we do it? Okay, so that was the original aspect ratio that I did for the on-screen presentation on the job. So up here is the artboards panel. I'm going to make a new artboard, and it's centered over here. So I'm going to press Shift O, and it lets me resize the artboard and move it, stuff like that. Oops, grab the handle, show you there. Okay, so, and I'm going to press the space bar so I can kind of move around my file and bring this back up. Okay, so that's cool. And now I'm going to resize that artboard to an Instagram post size. So, okay, up here at the very top panel, and you can do it also in the artboards options. Let's do artboard options from the panel. I googled Instagram post. It's 1080 by 1080. Cool. So here we have it now. I will just zoom out a bit for you. Great. Okay. So how did I bring in the image actually in the first place into my Illustrator? Well, I myself made this in Concepts, and I actually brought it into Illustrator, and I worked on it in Illustrator on the job, which was nuts. But the thing is, I'm obsessed with vector files. Obviously, most people I think do work in Procreate. But say if you are in Procreate, what's handy is just export the individual kind of elements or the movable elements of your file. You probably know in advance you're going to have to rearrange them, so you can export them as like transparent layers and then place them back into your Illustrator file, into an artboard like this. So I have heard that Photoshop has artboards. I did a quick bit of research into it. In theory, you can do this. You can have multiple artboards in a Photoshop file as well. I just happen to not use Photoshop as much. But you can check that out. It's still all the same principle. Okay, so I'm going to select. So you can see here I've got all my different layers. I'm also turning off my phone. Here you can see there's different layers going on there. So they're all nice and kind of brought in and movable. So I'll just, with the black arrow here, I'm going to select all of that stuff, and with the Alt key hit, I'm going to do it again here. You can select across and press the Alt and the Shift key together. Performance anxiety here. Start moving it, and then press the Alt and Shift. That's helpful. There you go. And they all copy over nicely. And they stay in their layers when you do that rather than just paste it. So, okay, so I'm just going to rearrange this into the new aspect ratio. Just do a bit of scaling up and moving it around. So, you know, this isn't the easiest thing to do a social media campaign because all these different sizes really affect the layout of your original work and the meaning of the work. So I'm not going to spend too long on this because I actually could be doing this all day, to be honest, rethinking how the positions of everything affect the meaning. You can't beat an old ROI somewhere. There you go. So, okay, let's just say we're happy with this. Make the speaker's name a lot bigger. Can't go wrong. Let's move this down a bit. Okay, so there we are. Instagram post, cool. Okay, so let's just, for the sake of our imagination, say we did the same thing with an Instagram story and a Facebook cover and stuff like that, or Facebook post. What would be really cool if we could just then export them all in one go into a folder for different people. Say there's the marketing department wants a JPEG, but say another one of their colleagues wants higher res versions to go in a report. So you can do that all in one sweep. So if we go to File, Export for Screens, if you select all of them, or you can turn it off. I'm going to just select, I'm going to clear the selection here. I'm just going to select the Instagram post here, which happens to be the artboard number 4. I'm going to click on the folder here so I can send it to a new folder. Okay, so let's just call this social media campaign, that folder. So they're all going to go in there. Now you can create subfolders, which is handy. Okay, so let's say I want a low res version and a high res version. And one of them is going to be transparent. So there'll be a subfolder made for each of the different kinds. So I'm going to pick a PNG8, which makes it transparent if it's being sent to a website or something. And then I'm going to add in another option here. There's lots of options. So just a regular Joe Soap JPEG. I'm going to keep it at the same size. I'm going to add another option here. Let's just, final option, let's just say you want really good quality PDF for the design department to do what they will with it. Cool. Yeah, and then that's going to go, I'll show you what happens. So let's just click Export Artboard. And here's our folder. So in the social media campaign, you can see here, you can see I actually selected the PNG and just the PDF. And that's funny now because it's 2 PNGs. Yeah. So I obviously, oh yeah, look, the JPEG, because the folders are according to the size. So I had same size, and the PNG and the JPEGs both went into the same size ones. And that was actually an option, and the PDF went into the PDF folder. And I'll show you that now. File, export for screens. You can go, the folders could go by format as well. So that then you'd have different folders for that. Okay, so that's cool. So you can, if you have any changes to do, you can re-export the whole lot again with all the changes applied. Dead handy. All right, cool. So that was Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so let's just say now we want to bring it all together and make a file with everything in it as a PDF without having to go and drag individual files in and out, and there's a really easy way to do that. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again here. Okay, so we've got this folder here, and there's the social media campaign stuff, there's the folder of images there. Let's just say I want to bring all these JPEGs together. Okay, so I'm just going to go to Adobe Acrobat here, and you go to File, Create, Combine Files into a single PDF. And I actually can pick up this folder. I haven't tried this. Does it work? No. You have to click Add Files. Okay, let's do it. Let's add the files, and here I've got my low-res images. I'm just going to add those, go into the folder, select them all. Boom. And they all load in. Oh, I can see a duplicate there. Let's dump it. Might do a little bit of reorganizing. Okay, cool. So I'll press combine. And that will bring them all together in a way that's super handy to share by a transfer or obviously email, but there's loads of advantages to using PDFs. You can make them interactive, and you can have password protection, which people feel good about. You can obviously have high-res files that aren't that big. Lots of advantages to PDF, so it's handy to be able to do that. Cool, so I'll save that into my folder. Choose a different folder. Demo job, and I'll go back to, I have it here. That's into that folder there, so I'll close this off. Okay, so we started with our master files. We made a low-res folder of them. We did an Instagram post. Oh yeah, I'd like to show you just one last thing. In the artboard folders here, you can actually rename, pressing Command O, that has a generic name. You can actually rename your files so that when they get exported, they'll have those names on them each time, which that actually saves loads of time, and it's really handy to send files to people with, you know, the name. So you'll end up re-exporting these a couple of times as you make changes or sending them in different directions, but they'll have that name. So if I go to File, Export for Screens, and I pick Artboard 4, and we just want to do a ping 8 again here. Let's press export, and there you go. It went into the PNG folder, and it's called Instagram Post Casperberry with the name on it. Super handy for people. Okay, well, that's all I'll show you for today, and shout out to my network here in Ireland, drawsome.ie. There's actually about like 7 or 8 of us now, and we're all from all over different parts of Ireland. And so that's if you go to that website, it's kind of cool. And then yeah, ask me any questions at all. I'd love to hear if this video had too much detail or far too little detail, and any other topics that you'd like covered. I'd love to practice my presentations. So yeah, this is my name. There you go. You'll find me. hello@orlaobrien.com. Love to hear from you. Okay, bye.